Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Geek Room Toy Time. I am your host, Justin, also known as TK Storm. We do this show in our pursuit and conversation around trying to find the best modern toy. I apologize. The toy room is a little messy today between getting ready for Joe Fest, and I am also in the process of purging my entire O ring collection. I am finally ready to fully commit to 112. I'm pretty sure I have more 112 than O-ring at this point anyway. The O-ring's just taking up space. So anyway, toy room's a little bit of a disaster. I apologize. We'll be cleaned up by next week. Hopefully, we get all this stuff out of here. Next week will definitely be full prep for Joe Fest, but the truck will probably be loaded by the time we air next Wednesday anyway, for heading out on Thursday afternoon. Anyway, it has been a relatively calm, quiet week in the toy world. Not a whole lot of new stuff going on, at least in the world that I play in. We did find some things to talk about. Also, go into a little deeper dive on some of the things we briefly touched on prior. But yeah, so let's get into it. Let's see what we got in the news today. This episode is the lull, no, the storm, because June is breaking the damn bank. There is a storm of shit everywhere. Joe, which we're not talking about today, is dropping a hell of a lot of pre-orders, obviously, but there are several other toy companies that are also just killing us right either right before June or now throughout June, bringing amazing stuff to Joe Fest that isn't Joe related. We'll talk about some of that stuff today. At the end of the day, June is turning into the cemetery from my wallet. So, episode 2, let's get into it. We're going to start out with Valaverse. We know we talked about a lot of this stuff. This goes back to his DFW show. We talked about a lot of it last week, but didn't get to really go into many details on stuff. So I just thought we'd talk about a few more of the announcements from that deal. Right, we had Steel Brigade Hammer, which is the essentially the heavy. It's on the black buck, which is really the Atlas buck, the bigger buck. Um, Excited to get that, and I take as many of those miniguns as I can get. I think I got about 7 or 8 of them at this point. Man, they are just a great toy weapon. Fantastic. Second one is Steel Brigade Night Ops 2.0. The prior one was an exclusive. I believe it was a BBTS exclusive. It may have been Zolocon. I can't recall. Still a great figure. I have it, but super excited to get one on in the newer buck with the newer gear. So definitely be picking up a couple of those. I don't recall when these things are dropping, but obviously they're 26 releases. So, but the big news from DFW, at least in my opinion, this thing's going to be a blast, man. This Action Force Riptide, maybe actually under the black branding, especially considering they got Blackbeard and Vane and the Corsair on it. But the boat, the water effect, the gun. There's an engine on it. It'll hold up to 5 figures comfortably. I believe that you can get 7 by using the sides and stuff. Like, I mean, and it's only $65. Like, it's just incredible to me. $65 um, for something like this when we just had a drop today from Hasbro, $52 for one figure and a little shitty pet. Um, and I'll let you figure out who that is. But $52 for one figure and a shitty pet versus 65 for a vehicle with a diorama piece with it. I mean, just incredible. Hey, welcome to the show, Bobby. Thanks for joining today. Yeah, that Riptide is just incredible, dude. I am so excited to get a hold of it, and to go with it. Of course, we have the Man of War. which is the diver, the black diver. And I think the reason I chose this screen, like there's other pictures that show them better, but this figure is almost entirely brand new parts. So you got the green in the colorway here. All the green stuff is the new parts. The blue is the reuse. So really, all you're getting in reuse is magazines and silencers or suppressors. Everything else is brand new. And the really cool thing about this, obviously, it's a black deco figure. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the show, Nate. The black colorway figure, but the cool thing about this one is this stand where you can pop him at the waist and put the torso onto the stand, which is supposed to be a water effect to make it look like he's coming up out of the water. So when you think of that riptide like coming up onto a beach, and beside it on each side, you got these man o' wars coming up out of the water onto the beach. There's going to be some badass dioramas coming out of this. I got one stuck in my head already. It's probably going to cost me a pretty penny to do it, but I gotta do it. Looking really forward to it. Plus, it's a diver, man. I love divers. I've got a ridiculous amount of the Joe brand divers. I'm looking forward to getting these more modern divers into the collection. Shift topics to our friends Harvinger Studios with specifically Savage Crucible. I'm not a big fan of the collegiate sports at all, so their collegiate football line doesn't really interest me. But Savage Crucible definitely does. This stuff has been great. I've only been doing it for, as we've talked, a couple months now, but I've picked up damn near the whole line that's been released so far, and there's roughly 20 figures between now and the end of the year between variants and con exclusives and Wave 3 dropping. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But with Joe Fest coming up, this was exciting. We knew there was going to be a Joe Fest item. We didn't know what it was. We still don't really know exactly what it is, but Savage Crucible announced this week that Dravarthi Sentinel. And there's something about this hand because they had a Instagram video post focused on that hand. I don't know where this is going to tie in. I've tried to find the word Dravarthi in lore and other licenses, trying to figure out if this is an IP, maybe related to the Eternal Champions some way, but can't find anything. So we'll just have to see. I'm sure we'll find out in the next week or so. I did reserve two of these. There was a cap to reserve two, and then supposedly we're going to be able to pick up one extra one at the show as long as supplies last. So I do plan on picking up three of these, regardless of what it is, because either somebody will want the extras, or if it's an army builder, well, we all know I'm going to army build them. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, excited to get these dudes. The other one that's just coming right around the corner could literally drop within the next month or so. I believe he's already on the water. Is Death Dealer. Mezco did the version of this a while ago. It's like super expensive on the aftermarket, and to be frank, it's not even all that great. I love Mezco, but it's not all. In fact, we're going to talk about some Mezco here in a little bit, but not all that great. But man, this guy's looking good. There is a little bit of reuse on here. I can see I got Elric here beside me, so just as an example, we can see that the boots are definitely some reuse. I'm pretty sure that scabbard hanging behind him is reuse. I could be wrong on that one because there are a number of those hanging scabbards that are slightly different. But that's really all the reuse I see. I'm sure the forearms and the hands to some degree are reuse, but I don't think the biceps are, because the only other bare biceps, this is Naraka. Just trying to see if it's got yeah, it's got a little bit of vein on it. It might be reuse. regardless, who cares? It's a badass figure. All the Frazetta characters we can get are welcome, especially the girls, man. I know they're working on a female buck, but Frazetta's got some awesome paintings with female warriors and stuff. Looking very forward to eventually getting some of those. Two armor sets here. I didn't pull a picture of it, but later in the year they'll also be dropping Death Dealer's Warhorse, which is really badass. I look forward to. It's actually a Fish Toys horse partnership with Fish Toys, so looking forward to seeing that. Up next, Big Bad Workshop. Not a whole lot of new news on the Big Bad Workshop front. I also haven't done a live stream in a while, but I mean I know that there is a Joe Fest exclusive. I don't think that we've been told what it is yet, but I want to just pull out. They did have some recent pictures on their website about this in-flight project. You know, I kind of feel that Monster Force is a mixed bag on this one, right? It's pretty much all reuse. The skeletons are licensed, so you're getting a bloody version that goes with Dracula. You're getting the ghost version that goes with the Forgotten King. You're getting these guys back here, which have been already been sold before. I don't recall what it's a partnership on that skeleton. It's not an original mold. Of course, the bloody Dracula and the ghostly Forgotten King are both re-releases from Joe Fest 24. Slightly different, but I mean, essentially they're the same. This Blue Officer is a re-release of General Brown with different head sculpts, but other than that, it's the same. I don't know that I need an Air Force General in my collection, but I'm sure other people will get him. And then we get this homage figure here from GI Joe covers. Can't remember the issue number. I want to say it was around 50. Nightmare issue with the Grim Reaper firing the machine gun. It's a cool idea. It's probably the same cloak that came with the priest in the Crimson Moon line, maybe a slightly different color. Obviously, the skeleton is a reuse, and then that gun does not look familiar to me in the Monster Force or the Crimson Moon line, so it may be original. I can't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's an original one for the line. And then over here we do got some. If you look here at the general, we do have some cool diorama equipment with him. Looks like he's got a little laptop, maybe. Maybe it's a book. There is a book that came with the priest also, but this would be different because that was very demonic. I was interested in the skeletons, and I think his name is Striker, but they're all sold out and missed the pre-order. Yeah, yeah, that one's gonna be rough. I think these. I mean, I love this Big Bad Workshop stuff, but it is a little concerning to me that they're so limited on stock. Like, obviously, it sells well because pretty much everything sells out, but they're just doing small runs, I guess. I don't know. Crimson Moon, I think they did more because I think they knew there was going to be a bigger audience with the Red Shadow stuff options, but I don't know. I did wind up going ahead and order the Doctor from Wave 3. I wasn't going to. I was just going to wait till he released, but after seeing some of this other stuff starting to sell out in advance, I thought I'd go ahead and pick it up. Alan Quartermain idea. I like it. I like it. They could put it in that Project Omega, I think it's called, or Agents of Omega, or whatever it is. They could put him in there. He'd go well with that. Next up, we have some Ramen Toy. This one's fun. Got a couple slides here on this one. So he'll be at Joe Fest. He's been there every year that I've been there. I believe he's been there. We know we got the glow in the dark Centurion. You got three different tanks, so two versions of the ramen tank, two different paint jobs on the Hunter. And then this was the Cobra. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, like Amphibian Ana or some bullshit. I don't even know. So we're getting a camo paint on that. We've got another not mask vehicle in a different paint scheme, black and red. But the thing that I'm looking forward to here is this blast effect to go on the front of the Hunter. It's going to be selling here. It's going to be sold on its own here shortly. Interesting enough, this was when the Hunter was originally dropped. There was a pre-order deal that if enough of them, if so many units sold by X date, that this would come with it for free. That was not met. However, the Hunter did sell out. But it is cool to see that now he's releasing the blast effect aftermarket. Did share with Ace my idea for one of these F-14s he's working on, painted up at Starscream. Oh man, that'd be awesome with a figure that looks similar to Starscream in human form. Yeah, Zakanin often shows his Hunter with the G2 Megatron paint job, and it comes with the Megatron looking figure, and it is really cool to see. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It will also be interesting to see if he winds up doing like, because this tank came with same deal. If they pre-sold so many, there was going to come with a blue laser effect that kind of wrapped around each other as they came out, and obviously we didn't get that one either. But it'll be interesting to see if they wind up coming out with that. Also, I'm pretty sure they sold way more Hunters than the black tank. Again, I'm not that the name is beyond me. And then this has been going around for a couple weeks, but I went back and pulled some clear images. Took me about 30 minutes yesterday to find them. I knew I had seen them. I just couldn't find them because they were in a live stream. So I went poking through 3POA's live stream to find them. Finally got them. And then I'll be damned if today he didn't show an image of all three of them side by side. Also share an idea for an F-14 done as a Turbo Cat. Oh, that'd be cool. We need some SWAT Cat figures. That'd be cool. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. I was actually just thinking about that cartoon the other day. That was some good stuff. Good old fun cartoons. We don't get them anymore. So this is pretty cool, right? Like this just uses the Rav V2 body that has the removable top on it, and then it's got the seats that are a little lower so you can get taller figures into the seats, which interested it's actually a really good move because I love my ramen van, but like you can't put roadblock in there, you can't put any of the taller figures, just not going to happen. And even some of the shorter ones, if they're wider, even they have a little bit of a problem. So the lower seats is a good move. I think all three of these options are cool. I may pick up the turtle one. Like I'm not a turtle guy, but I'm gonna come back right now. We'll just go ahead and talk about it now. So I have some consignment space at a local toy store called Totally Rad Toy House here in Nashville, Tennessee. It's an awesome place. Um, it's not their, they don't have their own stock ever. They just have vendors that rent shelf space, and then you keep your shelf space filled. It's been a great way for me to purge stuff that I don't really want in the collection that much or anymore. Don't have space for, whatever the case may be. So I went over today to check out my stock level to see if I needed to take more over, and I'll be damned if they had the entire wave, all five figures on the shelf at retail price. And the whole reason I didn't get it, I thought they were really cool, especially the Usagi. I didn't get them. I didn't want to start bullshit trying to find all five of them. But seeing them all five on the shelf side by side, I picked them up, and excuse me, you guys don't know this yet. But I bought a super musky. I first bought the second box in the next day or so. So we get together this weekend. And you can't have a 4-foot long, 3-foot play set without some Ninja Turtles. These are literally the first Ninja Turtles I've ever bought in my life. Video or sorry, my audio. It's choppy. Interesting. Let's see anything on my mind, but I guess no one's on my side. I'll actually have surgery on my vein. Yeah, so this, I was talking about things with Mace about this earlier today. All right, thanks, Nate. Let me know. Strange, plugged in to make sure there ain't no problems. Yeah, Nate, I was just talking with Mace today about that after seeing this Revenger van. I've got several iron loadouts. I think I'm gonna buy a guy to get an extra tractor, and I'm gonna mount to the top of the raft. I think it'll look pretty cool. With those red, probably do the missiles. They look pretty cool. I think the red missiles, black. But my van's all closed up, so it'll be cold van missile rack. Look forward to that. So no idea where yet any windows are dry, but I know the standard grab too, which is released the white version, black, already reorder. So my guess would be, man, it's horrible. I'll have to check into it, driving it. It's interesting. I had a video today on a live that I did when I played it the first time. It had audio, then I mentioned it in the comments that audio, and one of my buddies watched it and responded sent me a message. The audio was perfect. So I don't know if it's like a bandwidth thing. YouTube, being weird, I don't know. Or maybe a StreamYard thing. Kind of bizarre to me. Definitely something to look into. Let's see. We had Skeletron this week. We knew Doug probably be there. We kind of heard it. We learned a little bit about this. Looking forward to that. I met him forward to meeting him again. Maybe sign stuff this time. He's a cool dude. On the right here, the Storm-Geek-Room USA 50. They dropped their T-shirt last weekend. With that new logo, the USA 250 on it, of course. So I picked one up. I'm excited to that. Hopefully it comes over for Joe Fest. And of course, another went bad when the hell figure stage dash. All right. I can't think. What I wonder if. Yeah, I might have to look at the. Might have to look at the mic camera. Maybe it's still on somehow. I'll have to look into it after the stream. They dropped today, of course. I already slides and everything. They dropped the tease that they're dropping 6-inch figure at Joe Fest. We don't know what it is. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably a 6-inch assault trooper. That's a good idea. Hold on a second. To get. What about now, guys? There's definitely no audio messages. Yeah, check it out for sure. All right. I think we're probably rather early today. I got a couple more things to go. Hopefully you can hear it a little bit anyway. We shall see, I guess. Give me a second. Look at Mike a second. Exciting see. How did that make any difference? Turned off the echo cancellation. That would be weird that that would cause it, but it's really the only one I can see that would potentially help. Otherwise, oh, well, okay. That'll work then. We'll leave it off. All right, thanks. Appreciate the feedback, guys. So anyway, the 6-inch Skeletron surprise figure. My guess is it's an assault trooper, and the reason I say that is when they dropped the 4-inch assault troopers just before Toylanta, um, we learned that that 4-inch assault trooper is pretty much just the wolf trooper, um, with a different overlay. So they already have the 6-inch Wolf Trooper. So my guess is that it's just going to be that with a different overlay. I mean, we've already kind of seen that with the pilot pack, so that you could get Red Weasel and I don't remember the other character name in there, but anyway. So my guess is it's the Red Assault. It'll be the Assault Trooper. It's fine with me. They're cheaper. Skeletron's cheaper than Crimson Moon, so I can pick up a few more Assault Troopers for the Crimson or for the Red Shadow Army without breaking the bank. That would be good. All right. Before we go to that, I want to share. Let me back that out of here. I want to share a couple other things that came today. Share screen. Let's start with this one. This one's a little different for me. It's kind of a fun little deal. Super 7, we knew these were coming since New York Toy Fair, but they dropped the first wave of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles today. So that's a lot of fun. And they sold out pretty much instantly on Amazon. Super 7 still has them up. You can get the wave of 4 for $100. Interesting enough, when we saw what we saw at New York Toy Fair, though, was only 6 figures. So obviously the wave 2 would include the other 2 turtles, but we don't know who the other 2 figures would be in that wave. So that'll be interesting to see what may come from those. There was some conversation in the Discord earlier about are they actually O-rings, and we actually had a video from Dan Larson back at New York Toy Fair handling them and showing that yeah, the backs are like backpacks and they are actual O-ring figures. So that's pretty cool. Looking forward to those. Again, I am almost. Where did I get the Red Shadow shirt? That would be my sister, man. She has made so many custom shirts for me, man. The I'm very thankful for her. Um, she likes making them for me. So I don't want to take advantage, but I appreciate her. Hopefully she's able to make a deal with your buddy on making his logo shirts for him for his show. Um, the one more thing to show, maybe two. This dropped today, and I wasn't gonna get it, but man, these Punishers have always went so fast, so I went ahead and picked one up. I think it was the photography on this one that might have got me. Like, so obviously, they kind of redid an homage to one of the covers. Right there is one of the covers from the original Marvel run. These are pretty cool photos. We're about to get to the ones that sold me on it, though. Pretty sure this part is AI. They use a lot of AI in their photos. This one's fun. Through the scope, he's sniping out Spider-Man. It would be awesome to get a re-release of that Spider-Man figure. A lot of people missed it the first time. And there's a cool little tease here for Daredevil, a classic version of Daredevil. That would be really cool to get in the line as well. I don't have any Marvel Mezcos at all. Again, I'm not even a huge Marvel guy, to be honest with you. I literally have one Marvel Legends figure on the shelf, and I have one on pre-order, which is that new MCU Punisher from the 1 hour special or whatever that came after Daredevil season 2. Um, So I'm not a big Marvel guy, but those Punisher figures go so fast, and this one actually looks really cool. So I did pick it up. Uh, any other pickups I might want to talk about? We got Walmart actually came through with the Night Creeper, Dire Night Creeper. I was kind of shocked. I ordered it on a whim when the guys posted they were up again, and it was delayed, so I just assumed that it was going to get canceled, and then I woke up this morning that it was out for delivery. So picked one up. Now I guess I feel a little obliged to track down a Ghost Viper, so I can have the whole Diretech team. But I'm probably going to draw the line there because some of the rumored Diretech stuff that's coming in either late 26 or early 27, like vehicle related, I'm not into it. Don't really care. Um, and then in yesterday's big Amazon sale, I got the official TK Storm action figure. This thing weighs about 14 pounds of plastic, but he's awesome. I had him once before, and my son said, "You don't even collect Spider-Man figures. Why do you have that?" What we got here? Mine showed up on Monday. I still haven't had a chance to take it out, but I'm thinking of using that Cobra head. That's the exact same thing I had. He's got the snake arms. Why would you not put the snake head on him? That's exactly my plan, Bobby. Um, so yeah, probably have a little fun with him. I might try to play around with the Dire Tech stuff for the Photo Friday this week. See if I can figure out something. That's really all I got on pickups. I got the Super Must came in this week, but only the first box. Can't really do anything. Yeah, I like that too. The Super Must, it's two boxes. I only got the first one received, so I'm not even gonna try and put anything together until I got both boxes. So I'll probably do a live review of that thing. It is massive. And actually, about 2 months ago, I did an overhaul of the layout of the shelves and stuff in here in the toy room just to make room for that Super Musk because it is monstrous. The E Honda Yakuza head swap. Ah, that'd be cool. Yeah, for sure. Uh, yeah, I'll have to. Well, you know what? We got that head pack coming. Because I don't have any of the hero figures from the Jada line. We got that head pack coming that I plan on getting, so maybe I can use that one, and maybe depending on how bad uh, Honda got his ass beat, I can't remember in the arcade pictures now. Maybe I can use that one. It'd be cool. Uh, anyway, yeah. That is about all I got today. I do have another box of Savage Crucible showing up today. I was hoping it would get here before the show, but it did not. I will definitely continue my live reviews of Savage Crucible figures. They are a lot of fun. But don't, and I will also say that live reviews are a lot less work than a semi-produced video because there's no. I usually spend. I don't even do a lot of post-production or editing, and I usually spend about twice the time on post recording as I do recording just to get one of those up. With the live review, I click the camera on, I do my thing, and when I'm done, I'm done. So keep that process going on Savage Crucible, and the views seem to be growing. Each video gets a few more subscribers, slowly kind of growing the channel into something bigger, hopefully. And we'll see what happens with it. In the meantime, though, I'm just enjoying my toys, man. Trying to find the best that I can. I will still say that modern. I'm gonna say from 2020 forward that the RoboSkull Mark II is hands down the shipment from Japan that'll get in right before Joe Fest or maybe during. Did you order more of the football guys? But anyway, the RoboSkull Mark II is hands down to me the best toy that has come out since the pandemic. It's gonna be hard to beat that figure, man. I mean that vehicle. It is so damn good. Um, but anyway, Well, guys, I appreciate you joining me today. We're about a 35-minute mark. Still trying to figure out. I would like to try to fill about 45 minutes on a Wednesday night. So I got some more stuff I can add to beef it up a little bit. Have some more conversation around some things that I left out intentionally just because I didn't want to run out of time. But anyway, next week we will be. I'll probably have some live reviews again over the weekend for these new Savage Crucible figures coming. Maybe the Super Musk. Thing's a chore to put together right here, so we'll see how that goes. But and then I'll be back next Wednesday, right before I hit the road for Joe Fest for another episode of Toy Time. And then Nate, look forward to meeting you in person at Joe Fest. And Bobby, one of these days we're gonna have to get you to fly across the country for it. We'll get you one year for sure. Anyway. Talk to you guys later. Replay Squad, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Everybody, do what you can to like, comment, subscribe. Oop, wrong one. The like, comment, and subscribe so we can continue to grow the channel. And I appreciate your time. Thanks, guys.